The first rays of sunshine peeked through the curtains, rousing Max from his slumber. He yawned, stretched, then did his favorite thing in the whole wide world, checked under his pillow for the glowing petal. Ever since his incredible adventure in the dream garden, the petal had become his most prized possession. Max couldn't wait to tell his mom about his latest dream, but she was busy and told him to just have a good day at school instead. So Max sighed and got dressed, putting the petal safely into his pocket. Meanwhile, across town, Lily was having her own magical morning. She raced down the stairs, eager to share her fantastical dream about the talking trees in the dream garden. But her mom was too preoccupied with an upcoming business call to listen. So Lily quietly poured some cereal and sat by the window, watching the birds while she ate. All she had from her adventure was this shiny little key. When Max arrived at school, his best friend Charlie was waiting for him with a huge grin. "Did you have an amazing dream last night?" he asked excitedly. Every night after school, they'd race home, change into their jammies and rush to bed so they could be the first to fall asleep and experience the wonders of the dream garden together. But last night they'd both fallen asleep too late and hadn't met up. "Nope, no dream," Max replied glumly, pulling out the petal. "Me neither," Charlie said sympathetically. Just then, their teacher walked past them with a stack of books. "Ah, Romeo and Juliet," she said, "a classic tale of love and adventure." As a bell rang for recess, Max and Charlie went out to play. They kicked a soccer ball around, slid down the slide, and swung on the swings. "Do you think our moms will read us a bedtime story tonight?" Charlie asked suddenly. "Maybe," Max replied, thinking about how much he wanted to hear a story about brave adventurers who explored magical lands. Later that afternoon, when Max got home, his mom was still on her phone, so he poured himself some juice and sat at the table, staring at the glowing petal. Max sighed. He really wished he could just go to the dream garden by himself. Just then, he had a brilliant idea. What if he used the petal like a key? He got up, walked over to the bookshelf and tried to stick the petal into the pages of one of his adventure books. Nothing happened. He tried again, and this time the book opened up, revealing a sparkling pathway behind it. Max gasped and cautiously stepped onto the path. It led him outside, where it magically disappeared. There in the middle of the grass was a small wooden door. Max's heart raced as he reached out and pushed it open. On the other side of the door was a beautiful garden filled with shimmering flowers and whispering trees. Max's eyes widened in amazement as he realized this must be the dream garden. Suddenly, a fluffy white rabbit wearing a tiny crown hopped out from behind a bush. "Well, hello there," he said with a warm smile. "Welcome to the dream garden." Max blushed, realizing he hadn't meant to sneak into the garden. "I'm sorry," he stammered. "I didn't mean to intrude. I just miss Lily and the adventures we have together." The rabbit nodded understandingly. "I know you do, Max. You both have a very special connection here in the dream garden. But your friend is needed elsewhere right now." Confused, Max asked. "What do you mean?" The rabbit explained. "Lily's kindness has been missed in the human world. A tiny seed of sadness has started growing in the hearts of children, and only she can water it with her compassion and laughter to help them feel better." Max felt a pang of worry. He knew Lily would never want to leave their magical adventures behind. How could he possibly convince her to go back to the human world? Just then, a gentle voice called out, "Max, are you here?" Max turned around and saw Lily standing behind him with a watering can in her hand. When she saw the worried look on his face, she asked, "What's wrong?" Max took a deep breath and explained what the White Rabbit had told him. Lily gasped, "Oh, my goodness! I almost forgot. The children need me." She felt a wave of guilt wash over her. She loved adventuring in the dream garden, but she couldn't bear the thought of children feeling sad because of her. As soon as they heard this, the White Rabbit and some other woodland creatures started to panic. Without Lily's magic, the dream garden would lose its color and beauty. The White Rabbit's normally calm voice trembled. "But how can we stop the seed of sadness from growing?" Max, Lily, the White Rabbit and some helpful woodland creatures worked together to come up with a plan. Finally, the White Rabbit had an idea. "There's a wishing well deep in the Whispering Woods," he said. "Its water can grant any wish, but it's very dangerous to get there. Many dreamers have tried and only a true team of adventurers can succeed." Max and Lily looked at each other, determination shining in their eyes. This was their home, their sanctuary, and they wouldn't let it fade away. The journey to the wishing well was long and tiring. They had to cross a babbling brook, climb over a huge rock and go through a dark and twisty cave. But through it all, Max and Lily stuck together, helping each other over obstacles. Finally, they emerged from the cave and gasped in amazement. In front of them was a clearing bathed in golden light. In the center was a well, its surface sparkling like 1,000 stars. As Max and Lily approached the well, the White Rabbit warned them, "Be careful what you wish for. The water can only grant one wish and it must be spoken aloud." Taking a deep breath, Lily wished for the seed of sadness to disappear. Instantly, the water began to glow, then shot up into the air like a silver fountain. It spread across the land, washing over the sleeping children and filling them with sweet dreams. When the sun rose the next morning, Max and Lily awoke with a start. They exchanged worried glances. Had their wish come true? To find out, they rushed outside and played with the other children. To their delight, everyone seemed happy and carefree. The seed of sadness was gone. Suddenly, a glowing butterfly appeared on Max's shoulder and said, "You have done well, brave dreamers." Then it led them to a nearby tree. At the base was a shimmering portal. "Is this another adventure?" Max asked eagerly. The butterfly nodded. "Your work in the human world is done for now, but your adventures here are far from over." With a final wave, Max and Lily stepped into the portal. They found themselves back in the dream garden, which seemed even more beautiful than before. The flowers shimmered in a rainbow of colors, and the trees whispered secrets to the wind. As they explored, they came across a majestic oak tree with a golden crown. Beneath it sat a wise old owl. "Hello, dreamers," the owl greeted them warmly. "I have been expecting you." Max and Lily bowed their heads in respect. "What can we do for you?" the owl asked. "I want to tell you about your destiny here in the dream garden." Max and Lily's eyes widened with anticipation. Could their adventures get any more exciting? As the owl began to speak, the dreamers knew their journey was just beginning. Together, they would protect the dream garden, help those in need, and explore magical worlds beyond their wildest imaginations. Because in the dream garden, anything was possible, and their friendship was their greatest magic of all. So when it's bedtime and the moon is high, snuggle up with your cozy blanket and close your eyes tight. For who knows what adventures await you in the magical dream garden. Will you be brave enough to explore uncharted paths and make wishes upon a star? What magical friends will you encounter along the way? It's all up to you. And remember, no matter where your dreams take you, the power of friendship and kindness will light the way. Sweet dreams, little dreamer. May your nights be filled with wonder and your days with joy. Until next time, when the moon whispers its enchanting tune and beckons you to join the magical adventure in the dream garden.